Mexico City, we had to do something that would be prestigious, respectable, pungent, shocking, and revealing. It kind of made me reflect on the meeting I had with Dr. King. And I asked Dr. King, why would you go to Memphis if they threaten your life? And Dr. King, he said, John, he said, I have to go to Memphis, Tennessee to help those to stand up that can't stand up on their own. He said, I have to go help those that could stand up but won't stand up.
We are the track stars paving a new train of thought.
Standing for a cause, no need for applause, just mind it. The product of all things that is necessary but has always been silent.
We are the smoke lingering out of the barrel of the gun that shot the sheriff.
Children of Nanny Maroon, Queen Nzinga, Zumbi, Sankofa, Shaka Zulu, Nat Turner.
We're the seeds of poetry that branch out our roots to bear fruit.
Loud is the color of my people, a sight you should dare not dismiss. How could you fail to not be a part of it?
We are the second sons of second sons with time enough to grab a hold of clocks and change the future.
The offsprings of resistance. We are the small axe coming to chop your ass in an instant. We are five fingers. One fist.
One fist. Five fingers. One finger.
Five fingers.
But the bottom line is, when I tell everybody here, and I tell them in New York and everywhere else I go, that you guys need to become more unified. So like if John Carlos goes, that don't stop the show. Any one of us step down, it don't mean nothing because all of us on the same program, we're on the same line. This instance is taking place. It's an organism. We have to unify ourselves and have the same mindset. So if they start knocking us off, that don't mean nothing. The machinery still gonna get bigger.
June 5th, 1945, a legend was born in America's Jim Crow era.
Little did they know that little John Carlos would soon grow, move north to the Renaissance streets of his Harlem hood where the government was hood robbing.
Training Carlos into a Robin Hood, chasing the great minds of his time like Malcolm X, trying to keep up with the strides of his steps like a relay.
He was past the baton of political confidence. You see, Frederick Douglass said, power exceeds nothing without the man. As a student, boycotting uncooked food in the school cafeteria.
Inspired by the Freedom Riders in Montgomery, Alabama, developing into a young revolutionary.
He spoke truth to unjust power, to the faces of injustice. He said, you have 48 hours.
We anticipated making some sort of statement a long time before we got to Mexico, and the statement we was collectively trying to do was boycott the Olympic Games and have everyone have an understanding as to why we felt it was necessary to boycott the games. That went by the wayside because many individuals felt it was very difficult to give up that 15 minutes in the sun. But Mrs. Smith and I felt that it was imperative that we make a statement because we felt it was necessary to make a statement based on the social issues that we had to deal with in society.
1968, here to make a statement, just socks, no shoes. Some misguided by appeal, even warned we'd lose. So much more was left to be revealed. Black socks, no need for shoes, as we can't afford not to speak for those that can't and won't. Like Dr. King, we have room in our hearts for both. We symbolize the Black America plagued with poverty, whether we win or lose.
An open jacket, signifying the blue-collar workers all around the globe. He wore a t-shirt over the patch that said USA, to say this ain't just a land of the free and the home of the brave. This is a land of the unjust and the home of the depraved.
It's 1968, and each bud budding is a representation of black boys swinging like strange fruits after a lynching. See these beads that leak down my neck like cold sweat after a race. Still have a place in 2013, and my peeps are still being chased and planted in unfruitful ways. From Emmett Till to Oscar Grant, from Eric Osawu to Trayvon Martin to Sammy Yatim, these ebony beads I'm rocking are in solidarity with all deferred dreams.
It's 1968 and blacks are bent cause white America ain't seeing straight. See, this mounted fist symbolizes unity. This black glove represents the slaughter of our forefathers, the beef in these Mexico streets. Mounted fist because racism is counterfeit. United we stand, divided we fall. Raise your fist high and stand up tall.
You see, the Olympic Project for Human Rights stood on the idea that social injustice was a human fight.
For heights by great men, reached and kept, were not obtained by sudden flight. But they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night.
Just like Peter Norman, John Carlos, and Tommie Smith, armed with their bodies and minds, took the whole world stage by surprise.
So the civil rights movement was not a sprint.
Here's a hint, we're still running.
Running towards freedom and equality.
Running with revolutionary minds of sprinters trained to the sound of a gun.
Because Dr. John Carlos believed although the foot race was done,
the real race wouldn't end until the human race was won.
So where does that leave us now?
You have 48 hours.